these are your evening headlines for March 4th, 2026, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Kimber Pierce. The grant application period for the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation is open. Jack Esplin has the story.
The Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation has opened its grant application period for this year. It opened in late January and will be open until April 30th, with grants available up to $10,000 each. For the last 20 years, the IFWF has partnered with Idaho Fish and Game to fund projects that help sustain Idaho's fishing and hunting access, along with improving habitat restoration and conserving wild areas. IFWF Administrative Assistant Kathy Blatchley says the foundation makes this happen through the grants along with donations and other funds to nonprofit organizations and government entities so they can carry out approved projects. Those who apply for the grants can receive up to $10,000. Blatchley says some projects don't need all the money, while for some, it's just a portion of a bigger undertaking.
You know, we have funded things like youth hunting and fishing, clinics to restoration projects for Fish and Game and other nonprofits.
She says anywhere from 15 to 30 applications are submitted for grants for the IFWF each year. There are many projects that have made positive impacts on many people, including on Blatchley.
One of my favorites it's the Mayfly Project. And they've got several chapters throughout Idaho, and they take children that are in, foster homes, foster care, and take them out and teach them how to fly fish. It's a very, very cool project.
The grant application period will close on Thursday, April 30th. Anyone can make a donation to support the grants for projects like the Mayfly Project. And to donate, all you have to do is go to Idaho Fish and Wildlife's website at ifwf.org. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Jack Esplin.
The Eastern Idaho Agriculture Hall of Fame will hold its annual banquet this month to honor its 5 new inductees into the Hall of Fame. For over 50 years, Idahoans who have made an impact on the agriculture industry have been recognized and honored by the Hall of Fame. Richard Larson is the president-elect of the Eastern Idaho Agriculture Hall of Fame.
Every year, the Eastern Idaho Agriculture Hall of Fame honors 5 distinguished farmers or people that are involved in agriculture. And this year, the 5 inductees are Rick Killer, Jeff and Cindy Sidaway, Sean Walders, Dennis Lake, and David Crapel.
Inductees are chosen by the board for the Eastern Idaho Agriculture Hall of Fame and voted on.
And they give the history and their background and the committees they've been on, the positions they served, and present that to the board. And there can be 10 or 15 names brought forward, but there's only 5 inductees into the Hall of Fame each year.
In recognition of the recent 50-year anniversary, Eastern Idaho Agriculture Hall of Fame is selling a Legacy and Leaders book. The book shares the stories and celebrates the first 50 years of Hall of Fame inductees.
Each year, there's always new improvements, new people developing markets, helping pave the way for us in the agriculture community.
The banquet and reception will be held on March 20th at 5:30 p.m. at the Shoshone-Bannock Hotel and Event Center. Tickets and the Legacy and Leaders book can be purchased at the Eastern Idaho Agriculture Hall of Fame website, eiaghalloffame.com. A bill that would make it illegal to provide, promote, or advertise shelter, financial support, or legal assistance to an alien in this state was rejected by the House Judiciary and Rules and Administration Committee. House Bill 764, which was introduced by Republican Representative Dale Hawkins of Fernwood, the bill would have made it illegal to provide certain assistance to illegal immigrants and would have made providing that assistance a felony if it had happened more than 5 times. In a 9-7 vote, the House Judiciary and Rules and Administration Committee rejected the proposed bill for various reasons. The Idaho Capital Sun reports that many concerned citizens testified against the bill, including a few immigration lawyers who said this bill would make it difficult to provide legal assistance to their clients. The Idaho Capital Sun reports some conservative lobbyists advocated for the bill, saying it was necessary to help enforce existing immigration laws. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio evening headlines for March 4th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Kimber Pierce.